Try holding a pencil between your mouth, mimicking a smile for the duration of this video. And then if you feel happier by the end of the video, hit the subscribe button, because according to the facial feedback hypothesis, doing this simple act of holding a pencil between your teeth, mimicking a smile, can actually make you feel happier. Alright, facial feedback, whether you need to know this for a class, an exam, or you're just a psychology nerd, this is a super important concept because it can actually help you shift your mood in your everyday life, although the effects are not drastic. In the 1840s, philosopher and psychologist William James presented the idea that the basis of emotion has to do with how your body experiences emotion. Then in the 1870s, Charles Darwin observed how animals use facial expressions and suggested the concept of facial feedback. In a nutshell, the facial feedback hypothesis suggests that how we make our facial expressions can actually impact our emotions and how we feel. Now, a lot of people think and believe it only goes the other way around, that being sad, for example, causes you to have a frown on your face. But this model turns it around and states that actually intentionally putting a frown on your face can make you feel sad, even if there's no reason for you to be sad in the first place. Alright, so how valid is this model and what does the evidence say? Well, according to a study done by Strack, Martin, and Strepper in 1988, contracting muscles and facial expressions like smiling or frowning can make emotions more intense even when unaware of modifying facial expressions. So this basically means it really is the expression that one is putting on your face that is causing these emotional responses to occur. And it's not the awareness that someone might have knowing that making a certain facial expression will cause them to feel a certain way. So AKA, it's not a placebo, and the facial feedback hypothesis really does work. It's not just one thinking that they might be happier by smiling or putting that pencil in their mouth. It's that it actually does correlate to making an emotion more intense. Some studies have also interestingly shown that people who receive Botox inadvertently cause their emotions to be less intense than they would have been without that Botox treatment. This is because Botox treatment causes facial movement and facial expression to not be as drastic. It's not as intense because you can't move those muscles as much, move those facial muscles as much. So some studies have even shown that getting Botox can dim or lessen emotional responses to things that wouldn't have been there otherwise without the treatment. So in conclusion, it's important to realize that making a certain expression on your face and trying to shift your emotions, you can do that, but it won't be super drastic. You're not going to become the happiest person in the world by holding a pencil in your mouth all day and mimicking a smile. You're not going to become the happiest person in the world from doing that. The effects are not super drastic, however there is correlations between shifting moods by mimicking certain facial expressions and the intensity as well. It is very insightful to know that our emotions don't just cause us to have a certain emotional reaction and feeling, but that it goes the other way as well, and that actually having a certain expression on our face before even feeling a certain way can actually correlate to feeling a certain emotion that wouldn't have been there otherwise without mimicking that facial expression. Alright, so that is the facial feedback hypothesis. Not only does being happy in the first place cause you to have a smile on your face, but having a smile on your face already can make you feel happy. I hope you all learned what you needed to know, and if the information was helpful, or you know that you'll need more psychology knowledge in the future, then consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on anything. See you next time.